Okay, we should be live. We should be live on YouTube and Facebook talking about... We're live. How's it going, everybody? Nice to have you here talking about autism and ADHD. I know it's an hour earlier than it usually is, but here today in the UK, it's pancake day, so I need to head out, get some pancake stuff, and come back and make pancakes. I know it sounds stupid, but that's how it is. Hey, Savannah, how's it going? Good to have you here. So, yeah, today is live stream day. And I was nearly the first to respond. You were, actually. Thank you, guys. It's so awesome. Thank you. So we're going to talk about autism and ADHD and have a Q&A session just like we do in these live sessions. You know how it is. Hopefully you guys are loving these live sessions. I love actually doing them, and that's super, super cool. Basically, yeah, we're talking about autism and ADHD, and actually I have a comorbid diagnosis of Aspergers Syndrome, which is autism and ADHD, and so I want to talk a little bit about that. Maybe I'm going to talk a little bit about how it impacts my life, and then how some of the things that I do to overcome the ADHD kind of part of it as well. So that'll be kind of cool. You're my favorite YouTuber, Ahmed. How's it going? Good to have you. I have autism and ADHD as well. Me too. Cool. I'm good. Thanks, Felix. You're like one of the few people who say my name correctly. Savannah. The first time is an achievement. Savannah, isn't it like Havana, Savannah? Ooh, nah. There's a song, isn't there? But I don't know. I don't actually know what I'm saying. I just talk gibberish, so... okay, it's so cold here in the UK. What the hell is going on? Like, it's been so nice. The sun's shining, but it's cold as balls. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. Hey, new to the channel. Sweet live stream. Got to go back to work, though. Sorry. Hey, Big T Toodles. No worries. Catch you on the next live stream. Guys, I'm super pumped. I want to punch out loads of cool-ass content this year coming up. I'm putting out daily videos on Facebook, as you guys know, watching on Facebook. And I'm also pumping out daily. I'm also pumping out, like, 4 videos a week on YouTube. But I'm also doing something very special. I'm going to be releasing documentary length type videos about topics like you guys will see, all about autism and stuff like that, which is super exciting. I'm very excited about it. So yeah, it's going to be super, super awesome. So I want to donate. You can, if you want to donate to the channel, you can do via pay. So there's 2 different ways. There's a PayPal donation button, which is on the okay, I'll just get the links for you now. So there's a PayPal donation button. There's also a Patreon, so you can donate through Patreon or a super chat in here. So if you go on here and there's like a super chat button on this live chat, you can actually put super chat donation in, if that makes sense. I don't know so basically you pay to have your chat at the top, which is pretty cool. So thank you. I do appreciate all the donations I get. It's amazing, and it actually means the world to me. You guys are amazing. So here you go. This is probably the easiest way, is with the PayPal link. And let me get you so that you can. Okay, cool. So if anybody wants to, no, it's fine. So anybody wants to like, this is probably the best way. If anyone wants to donate, but where is it? Patreon.com. There you go. So if you want to donate to the channel, but also get access to different content, there's a patreon.com/TheAspieWorld, and then you can actually get more content from me. Actually, there's like a secret vlog and there's a secret podcast that's going to be on there. So it's a good question, actually, because I do get asked a lot how to donate to to get the self-promoting BS. It's not self-promotion. Somebody asked how they donated, so I'm actually just telling them how to donate. So okay, in terms of today's video, talking about autism and ADHD, there's a strong link between it. Actually, it's comorbidly. I think ADHD, OCD, and depression are the biggest, most common comorbid conditions with autism. So it's something that is very commonly occurring in autistic people. And but there are some people who do have ADHD who don't have autism, but I usually know everyone who I know has autism also has ADHD. So it's kind of an interesting one. I don't know what the secret vlog is. I will find your secret vlog. So Jeffrey, if you go, sorry, I'm just gonna go off topic just like this. So Jeffrey, if you go to my community tab on YouTube, there will be videos released that only you can see. That have been released to my super chat members, which is like, you got the lightning bolt cloud there. So Jeffrey, go check it out. If you still can't find it, Jeffrey, tweet me or send me an Instagram, and then I will send you the link to the secret vlog, which is super cool. Okay. ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, and there's also another version called ADD, which is Attention Deficit Disorder, which a lot of people say they have ADD rather than ADHD because they're maybe not hyperactive, and they are. I don't suppose they're considered like autism. They're definitely under a spectrum, and I guess that like ADD and ADHD could be considered under an autism spectrum condition umbrella. I'm trying to get my diagnosis, but it's very frustrating due to lack of support from presenting to my GP why I need a referral. Do you have any advice or suggestions, Dan? Yes, Katrina, I actually have a 3-part video series with PDF downloads for that on my YouTube channel. So if you go to youtube.com/TheAspieWorld, you can actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll paste the link to the playlist that takes you step by step through getting a diagnosis. And this is for anybody else who's interested in this. If you're interested in pursuing an autism diagnosis and you don't have one, I did 3 videos that take you from before, during, and after diagnosis, and how to just go through that. And it also comes with some downloads. So what I'm going to do is in the chat here, I'm just going to put the link in the chat so you can get that. And if that link doesn't work, you can always go to my YouTube page and then go to the playlist, and it's in there. It says how to get an autism diagnosis. The government considers ADHD and ADD as autism. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. I care for a lady with autism, OCD, and epilepsy and Aspergers. She's quite the handful. She's just had med change, so she's so much better. That's interesting. I'd love to hear your story of if you've taken meds for ADHD ever for your autism needs. Okay, I will talk to you about that. I'll talk to you how I control ADHD in a few minutes. I watched that actually, but it's a lack of family support really due to bigoted mind. Look, there's no way to change family opinions or person's opinions. I suppose you could. Hey Jen, thanks for watching. I suppose the only thing you can do is go and see a GP on your own. I think that they have a duty of care to listen to anybody who goes in, no matter what their age, really. I have ADHD. Thank you. And I do YouTube as well. Hey, that's cool. Awesome. YouTube. Awesome. Does it work in the USA also? Yes, it is. The diagnosis videos are transposing to USA as well. Call me Iceland because I want to abort you. What? Whoa, that's not a good thing to say. I have Asperger's and ADHD. It's exhausting because the determined. You're welcome. I'm autistic and I'm wondering if I have ADD as well. Okay, so basically, wow, there's like trolls everywhere, man. the video for me here. Okay, all right, okay, cool. So basically, there's ADHD is comorbid with Aspergers syndrome, and it presents itself in all kinds of ways. So it's because the autistic mind is quite active. ADHD kind of comes into play where you are wanting to switch between tasks very, very quickly, but obsess over those tasks and everything about them. So it's quite an interesting thing to experience. So for my ADHD, one of the biggest and the worst ones is that like talking too fast. I talk way too fast because like my mind is going 1,000 miles an hour, and with the ADHD, I'm wanting to talk loads. And as you guys notice, I do talk quite fast. And because I talk quite fast, a lot of people get like freaked out and they're like, I can't understand a word you're saying. Sorry, he's gone. Don't worry. And so because of that, the ADHD kind of basically keeps me up at night because I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my goodness, my mind's running 1,000 miles an hour and I can't sleep. Now, I did a video the other day about melatonin. So when I go to sleep, I take 2 melatonin tablets, or gummies, they're sweets, and they got 10 milligrams of melatonin in them each. And I take them and I go to sleep, and then I actually have a nice sound, quiet sleep at night. But if I don't take the melatonin like I did the other day, I just sitting there, just like blubbering, like blah, 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 like just talking like up craziness, and like nobody's like, dude, go to sleep. I want to go to sleep. So the ADHD is crazy for my mind. Like it needs to rest my mind and my mouth, and like just talking loads and loads about stuff. Also, I can't like sit still. Most of the time, like I wanted to get up and do stuff, like walking around, doing something stupid, learning something new. playing like my phone, like skateboarding, walking, it's like to and fro, just like randomly. But the other thing about it is that it makes you kind of say like it makes the filter worse. So people with autism have no filter to say like how bad you're gonna say. Uh, there are lots of trolls on it. uh, okay, I think that's all of them. My moderators aren't on at the moment. Yeah, so I do have I have chat moderators, but they're not on at the moment because um I yeah. Whoa, okay. Sorry guys, the chat is blown up right now. Okay, I understand about the admin, guys. I do have admins, but they're not working at the moment. What on earth? Okay, guys. Thank you. Okay, sorry guys. The chat is getting a bit crazy, so I'm gonna have to put users in timeout. What on earth is going on here, guys? Okay, so you guys are mentioning the stuff about. Okay, Connor is now is now moderating this chat. Oh my goodness, what on earth is going on with the admin thing? Everyone is spamming. Stop spamming. Jesus. Okay, so basically, oh my god, what the heck is going on? I don't understand how. I don't understand how where the spamming is coming from. Okay, this is crazy. I have no idea what's going on, guys. This is like the craziest chat ever. If guys watching on Facebook, I'm so sorry you can't see what is going on my YouTube chat, but it's absolutely just blowing up right now. Like I have no idea what is going on with the chat. I can't actually reset because we're going on we're going off on an actual live stream. Yeah, Connor, you're a mod. You're a mod. And the live stream is going to go. Oh my god, there's so many bots in the chat, dude. Okay, so anybody watching this right now on YouTube, I do apologize. Connor, just go ahead and ban the people who's like just constantly spamming the chat. Okay. Whoa, Connor is on it. Okay, cool. So going back to how do you feel the inability to screen what you say from autism and more than ADD? I was about to say, so like screening what you say, like making sure that you don't have the ability to stop kind of like your mouth just running away and saying something that you shouldn't say with having ADHD as well as autism is like the it's super difficult to do because ADHD makes it even worse. In terms of like in terms of ADHD, just in general, the worst part about it, I think, is just having like that a restless mind. So just like wanting to go and like do something crazy, wanting to constantly like talk, wanting to constantly do stuff. Like my mind is just going 1,000 miles an hour. And so in terms of that, ADHD is just my payment is plug. My favorite plug. Connor Ward. Everybody go check out Connor Ward's channel. He's doing a fantastic job right now at actually getting rid of all these trolls on my chat right now. It's crazy. I don't even know where they're all coming from, but it's crazy. I have no idea what's going on. Connor is the actual hero of this chat right now. But yeah, so having autistic trolls are the most persistent. I don't know. They're just Russian bots, probably. No bots here. There's no bots on Facebook. Thank goodness for that. But there is definitely on my YouTube. I think we're getting on top of it a little bit now. Thank you, Connor. You're awesome. Connor's channel is Connor Ward. So if you go to YouTube and type in Connor Ward Talks and check out Connor Ward, I'm actually doing some stuff with him for Autism Awareness Week. I think, but I think we are anyway. Connor, let me know if I'm getting that wrong. Anyway, so okay, now we've got the bot under control. I made a comment earlier, but it was diagnosed with ADHD and depression and anxiety recently. I thought that you could have thought I could have autism. The man said I had too much empathy. Okay, that's not okay. This is a big issue. A lot of people say that, like, people have empathy, and people who have empathy don't have autism, and vice versa. And don't people who don't have empathy have autism. People who have autism can't have empathy, and all this kind of rubbish. That is not true. Some people can be empathetic with autism. It's just how that person perceives it. So it's not a definite thing each side. So anyway, ADHD kicks my ass, but what I'll say before we start taking and going into Q&A sessions, one of the things that I do to help it is I don't drink caffeine and I don't have sugar. The Russians are going to send you stupid Americans to the moon, right? Okay, so basically, I don't have caffeine, I don't have refined sugar, because these make things worse, and because of that, the actual sorry guys, the chat is getting crazy again. Because of that, the actual symptoms of like ADHD kind of get diminished a little bit, and I'm able to control it a little bit more. So with having the sleep and melatonin for nighttime, and having the lack of no caffeine, no like sugar, it actually takes my ADHD down a lot. And actually reducing fast food intake, I know it sounds a bit weird, but when I reduced my fast food intake, sorry guys, bear with me just a second. Sorry, guys. There's so many trolls in the chat. Oh my god. I have dyslexia. Okay, guys, I'm going to open up to some questions in a few minutes. I'm just going to finish what I was saying about about what I do. So with that, I don't actually have a lot of fast food. I kind of like reduce my fast food intake, even though I do have fast food sometimes. I reduced it. Now, in terms of like the other things that help, I think one of the ones was getting exercise regularly, and then another one, you've been made fun of your whole life. Dude, that's horrible. People can be so nasty. The other one is just like eating healthy foods as well, like eating foods that are like good for you and good for your body, like fruit and veg and things like that. So I love that. I love that helps kind of control and cap down on all the rubbish. Could ADHD in autism be sensory related? I don't know. I guess like you could have like, I guess ADHD and sensory processing disorder could like interact and cause all kinds of rubbish. So that might be like, they could probably play on each other. Like, say, ADHD keeps you like wanting to, I don't know, run to and from like in the living room, but the carpet's giving you like sensory overload. Then I guess you're going to be able to, going to have like a crossover there with a sensory processing disorder. Connor, can you just ban those people? The sensory processing disorder can like kind of overlap with that, and so it can cause a bit of an issue for you. So in terms of like sensory processing disorder and ADHD in autism, I think there's definitely defined differences. So like ADHD is very different to sensory processing disorder. So sensory processing disorder is like a proprioception issue, that how your brain is like processing the information from sensory stimuli. But then obviously ADHD is something completely different, where it's like your mind is actively engaged with certain things and wanted to change between tasks very, very quickly. Right, let's take some comments from the comment section. It bothers me that only kids have autism, and it bothers me that kids have autism and not adults, and people don't understand that. Kids don't just have autism. Autism is in adults as well, and it's not an issue in terms of like people understanding that. It's just basically the fact that people need to understand that humans are humans. Humans. It depends if they're young or they're old. If they're adults, if they're kids, they're all going to be on the autism spectrum. And do I play Fortnite or Minecraft? I play both actually. Okay, so any more questions? I'm newly diagnosed with Asperger's. Any advice? My advice is to check out all of the the information that is available to you on the internet. So definitely check out things like this channel, Connor's channel, the National Autistic Society, Ambitious About Autism. There's a bunch of other like resources on the internet that would be really good. But I'd say the National Autistic Society is the best place to start because they're just, they're like the gold standard on the internet. But God, these trolls are crazy, man. Oh my goodness, guys! So anybody watching on Facebook right now, what's happening on YouTube is that like Russian like weirdos are kind of like just completely damaging the chat. They're just saying all kinds of stuff, which is crazy. Also, I need to just trying to ban people from the chat, which is crazy. This is crazy. This is like a game. It's like who can delete the trolls the fastest. Guys, oh my gosh. Thanks for answering my question, Daniel Legend. No worries. Sorry that it's a bit difficult to try and beat through all these trolls right now because they're all crazy and it's oh man, so fast. Why are they doing it? They're doing it because they have nothing better to do in their entire lives, and so it's basically a computer program. It's not actually one person. There's like a guy's just setting off little robots doing it, but they want us to close the chat down. I guess I don't know. They want us to. I don't know. I don't know why they're doing it. Well, this chat is nuts. Can you do a meet and greet? I'm going to be doing a meet and greet very, very soon, actually, all over the world because I actually. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you, Lou. Yeah, the trolls are crazy. There's a different special. They need a different special interest. They really do. Watching a video, but can't thank you. Can you think of any other symptoms in girls? I'm actually doing a video on girls with autism this week. There's one coming out on Thursday, which is going to be interviewing a friend of mine, Says, who's also a girl with autism. It's very interesting. It's a great insight to it. Come to Canada. I'd love to come to Canada to do some I don't know, conference or an event. I want to put on my own event, which is going to be cool. I don't know where or when yet, but we're looking at it. Oh my goodness! Can I borrow your cat? Oh yeah, I love trolls. I just love it. Like seriously, people spending their time. Like their life is ending every second of every day, and they're spending their time coming on to my channel just to waste their life. Like they're literally wasting their life. How mad is that? And it's crazy. Like they're literally ending their life is ending every second of every day, and all they're doing is just coming on and wasting their time on my live feed, which is cool. I feel honored because like they're choosing to spend their day doing this. It's crazy. So in terms of autism in females, it's a big huge subject matter right now, and I think that in terms of like where we are now as a medical model, like we need to do more on diagnosing females. We need to do more understanding the autism in females because basically there's not a lot out there, and at the moment I think there's not. Had to come here to stay away from the trolls. Charlotte, that's awesome. There's not a lot of support out there. I think more support needs, and the actual interview I did with Says, which is going to be out on Thursday, talking about autism in females. I think it's done wonders for. It's going to do wonders for the community. And one I did the other day, I did one with Charles Davis about a month or two ago, and that was great. That really did loads, and it enlightens people's minds into like how the female autism spectrum conditions are different to that in males. The 6 questions, please answer me. I've had a troll or two in Discord as well. Hopefully, yeah, they're crazy. People don't understand girls having the only boys. Yeah, I love your videos and streams and how you never go. Thank you. How do I explain my trait to an Asperger's? Not an excuse. Well, just say it's a medical condition. It's not an excuse. It's how your brain works. Would love to have seen my stand up when you're in America. I'm incorporated ASD into it. Oh, I'd love to, Natasha. I'm actually going to Boston in a couple of months, which is going to be amazing. If possible, could you please address even one of my questions, probably the last one for sure. Thank you so much. Susan, can you retype it again because I missed it because of all the trolls? Hey, can I get diagnosed with OCD at 15 years old? If yes, I guess so. It depends. It's all down to the doctor and all down to your condition. 2 questions. Will you be coming to Wales Autism Show? Yes, I will be. And 2, what do you think about the DVLA? I just released, so David, I actually just put a video up on the DVLA thing last night, so go check it on my Facebook page. It was the last video I uploaded, and I will be talking at the Autism Show in Wales, or the Wales Autism Show, yes. Yes. Where are we now? Oh, I'm losing the chat. I think I have Asperger's and I'm afraid to, I'm freaking it, so I'm faking it subconsciously. Okay, so you can't really fake it. I can't talk to my therapist about what you think. I don't think. Okay, Louis, I don't think you can fake having a neurological disorder. So don't worry about that. The video with Shah was super interesting, and your collab with Asa is one of my favorite. Oh, thank you so much. Very little is known about the older adults. Yeah. Guys, sorry, I'm just trying to get through this chat here to make sure I don't miss anybody out. DVLA have apologized. They actually have apologized. It was amazing. Everybody just lashed out at the DVLA saying you can't just go on people and say just because you've got autism you can't do you can't drive and you have to it's just crazy. Watch my video on it and then check out the reply. The National Autistic Society have reposted the reply on Twitter. I now have a Tourette syndrome. Help. How can I stop it? Tourette syndrome is something that needs therapy, and I've seen some very successful therapy for Tourette syndrome where they use hyperfocus to alleviate symptoms. Hey, okay. Much love, Dan. Thank you. You're going to London MCM in October this year. You should do a presentation. I did one a couple of years ago in 2017, but I'm not going to do one this year. DVLA is the driving organisation body for the UK, the government driving body. They do all things like road related and traffic and stuff got to do with cars. Much love, Dan. Thank you. You're welcome. Best of luck to you, Molly. Terrified about Tourette's. Don't be terrified. When people feel like they are faking something, it's called imposter syndrome and comorbid with ASD and ADHD. That's really weird, really. That's mad. Can you come to Manchester? Zach, I'm doing a talk in the the Autism Show Manchester in August or July. Go check it out. The Autism Show website. You should see me on there listed as a speaker. I'll be in Manchester and I'll be doing a meet and greet selfie thing afterwards. I'm doing a talk all about how to be awesome with autism. I feel the same right now. Oh, that's why I don't know about it. I'm in the US. Oh, okay. Do you think hypnosis can help with autistic social anxiety? I think so, yes, definitely. I used hypnosis to overcome fear of flying. It was crazy. But you know how conversion disorder relates to autism ADHD? I'm not entirely sure, no. Agos is an autistic state. It's really weird. Why are some of my traits getting worse? It depends what they are. I mean, so if you have... also guys, Connor is speaking in Manchester as well, so Connor Ward and I will both be doing a meetup and speaking in Manchester. I got in trouble last time because I didn't do the meet and greet in the right place in the Autism Show last time, but there was too many people. It was like a freaking line of selfies, so I do apologize. So guys, if it gets crazy again this year, if you are in Manchester seeing me, we'll take it outside into the foyer or something so we can do all the selfies and stuff. How do you deal with loneliness? It's a good question. I did a video on loneliness. That'd be the best way to go and check out that video and talk about it, because I think the video's on for an hour. It's a good long chat. Why are some of my traits getting worse? It depends what they are, and probably because of environmental stimuli. Goodness me, where am I? Chat's moving too fast. I have a service dog to help me with chronic illness. Service dogs are amazing. I'm getting to the point of wanting to quit my job, but I don't know if I want to yet. Well, I wouldn't say quit your job unless you have another job to go to, and also I wouldn't say to quit your job for no reason. If you feel like you could do another job that's better, or you got another job lined up, then definitely quit your job. You want to be happy in life as well. You want to do the things that make you happy. Thank you so much, Susan. Sorry, Dan, don't want to sound dumb, but what is ASD. ASD is Autism Spectrum Disorder. That's what it's referred to now rather than Aspergers Syndrome for when I was diagnosed. No, imposter syndrome is where you feel you don't deserve things. Just Google it. Oh, interesting. Do you still need chat mods? I do. Connor's doing a phenomenal job right now, and I'm going to keep him on anyway because, yeah, Connor's awesome. You're all awesome. Thank you. All right. Okay, cool. I'm just getting stressed out. Stress is definitely... Oh, in the work environment, you can have like... you can ask your job for some help with autism and stuff in the workplace because like they have you're an employee of theirs, they have a duty of care there. Guys, let's do a follow frenzy. Why don't you guys want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll follow you right back. Let's do it. I'm having a look here now on okay, so this is my Instagram. Instagram is just at TheAspieWorld. Anybody on there now? At TheAspieWorld. Go follow me right now. At TheAspieWorld on Twitter and Instagram, and I will follow you right back because I do follow frenzy right now. That'd be super awesome. Also, Twitter is the same. If you want to get me on Twitter, it's just at TheAspieWorld. You can go on there right now. And everybody watching it on the replay, I'll do the same thing. I'll add you, so go get me on Twitter, and I'll follow you right back because I'm all about that sharing the love. Okay, guys. So, I'm going to take some more questions now from YouTube. Make sure you go subscribe to me on subscribe. Go make sure you follow me on Instagram because oh goodness me, that was too many. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm not. You're not what, Connor? Sorry, I don't know what you're doing. Already have done. Thanks, cool. If your job is becoming stressful, it might be temporary. Well, I don't understand. Sorry, I don't understand the question. Chat room too fast. Hop, hello, and hope we are having a lovely day. We're having a great day. Follow you on Instagram. Cool. Awesome. Following you back on Instagram right now. You guys are dopest. The dopest. So where are we? I was diagnosed with ADHD and ASD in October, and that was wonderful, and finally I get help. That's amazing, yeah. I'm not about sharing the love, aka following people back. Oh, I follow everybody back. I love it. I love having people follow me on like Twitter and Instagram because I can follow them back, and then I get to like, have an insight to like what they like, and like, we share stuff. It's cool. Dan, are you a visual thinker? I'm wondering how this interacts with my ADHD. Visual thinker, I wouldn't say I'm like I don't know, what do you mean by visual thinker? I'm not entirely sure. Because basically when somebody says something to me, like for instance, we'll talk about Nomi. When Nomi says to me, hey Dan, I went to park the car in the store, and like I parked here and I parked there and parked here and did this and I walked on the side. I have no idea. I can't see that what's going on. Hey, thanks Tom Bradley, how's it going? Savannah, do you ever find your ASD and ADHD conflict each other? Yes, all the time. I did a video on how it overlapped and conflict. So when Nomi talks to me about like her directions and instructions, I'm just like, I have no idea. I can't visualize that. But I do see things like in pictures. So like I remember things in like pictures. So when I think back to things, I'm like, oh yeah, that's how it is. All my pictures are I'm colorblind as well in my memory for pictures, which is a bit weird. I know it sounds a bit weird. Does that sound a bit weird? Is that weird? Is that a weird thing to say? I don't know. Visual thinkers think in pictures. I'm a verbal thinker. So this is weird. Like I remember. Okay, this is how I remember things. I remember things in picture quality, but like a book. So like the text, the things I'm going to say, or the things I've read, are in picture format. They're not in words. They're words on a picture. If that makes sense. I don't know. Is this getting really weird? I don't know. Thank you for your videos, Dan. Really helping me understand my daughter from Quebec, Canada. Hey, Canada. Nice to hear from you. Quebec's cool. I think that's the French part of Canada, isn't it? Visual learner. People didn't dream in color until after Color Testing came out. What? No way. That can't be true. Aspies tend to process things better visually than auditory. Yeah, I'd say that definitely. Yeah, like I'd rather watch somebody do something than somebody. So if somebody says, Dan, this is how you do something, and talk me through it, can't do it. If somebody shows me how to do it, I'll remember that. I think the same way. Yeah, I'm a visual thinker too. Women on the spectrum often get misdiagnosed with bipolar disorder or borderline personality disorder. They do actually. So a big thing is that women on the spectrum will normally get a diagnosis of like bipolar disorder, personality disorder, when it actually is an autism spectrum condition. And yeah, it's just crazy. I'm not face blind, but I have terrible finding right words. That's interesting, actually. I actually have a hard time identifying people by their face. Even family members, sometimes I'm like, shoot, is that them? And until they talk, I don't know. But I can remember voices, like people's voices. It's crazy. We watching like movies, and I'm like, hey, that guy's in something else, and then he's like, nah, nah, nah. But yeah, and it's like, I'm sure he's in like Madagascar or some kind of like animated cartoon, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's that. And then I remember their voice, and I just love that. Also, guys, I did a video today talking about Kanye West, which is going to be out soon. Don't worry, it's going to be out next week. About Kanye West and synesthesia. And I'm thinking about doing a video on synesthesia. So if you guys are interested, let me know if you'd like to see a video on synesthesia as well as the video on I can't remember the video I was going to do now. Dang it! I thought I had bipolar about 12 years ago. How to manage these conditions when going for an interview? I've got a few coming up. And don't know. I think make things awkward. Philip, the best thing to do for an interview is do the Superman pose. If you do this pose, it relaxes your body and gives you the confidence that you need to overcome stuff. Things like your personality is who you are. I wouldn't say that they're a damaging thing. It's just who you are. Reply and heart lots of comments. I like how the Aspie World replies and hearts lots of comments. Yeah, I do. I reply to every single person on my on YouTube. If anybody comments, I reply to the comment and I heart every single one, and I like it every single time, because why not? Why wouldn't you? You guys are awesome. So yeah, I love it. So getting back to it, guys, in terms of ADHD and on autism, a friend of mine has ADHD and I have autism, and we did a collaboration video on my YouTube channel. So if you go to my YouTube channel and look for the ADHD and autism crossover video, that was really, really fun. Misophonia. What is that? Anybody else have misophonia? Extreme sensitive to sound. Oh my god, I did the same with voices and movies. Every single comment. Yeah, I have had the DSM unloaded on me. Getting help was traumatizing and confusing me. Oh man, that's not good. I need to find you a Facebook for that group you have. I need to find. Oh, so if you go to the Aspie World, so if you go to the facebook.com/TheAspieWorld, on the side you'll see different tabs. There's a tab called Groups. If you click on Groups, you can have access to my Facebook group. It's awesome. Can I still be diagnosed at 37? Doesn't want to keep fobbing me off. Yes, of course. The doctor's duty of care. They should not fob you off. Diagnosis can come at any age. I have high functioning autism. Jordan Nicholas, I'm actually doing a video next week on high functioning autism. That's very, very cool. You should say that. My son has ADHD, and I was wondering if I had ADD, but it's hard to tell if my lack of focus was ADD or just lack of interest. I would say that if you have ADD, it wouldn't just be lack of focus. It wouldn't just be lack of an interest. It would be lack of interest, lack of focus to want to go and do something else, to jump from something else, to jump to something else. It's that cycle of wanting to jump to something else. What it is. Just follow you on Instagram. Whew. Good. Instagram followers. Love it. I'm going to follow you right back on Instagram. Boom. Done it. Alex followed you. What's going on? Oh, Fathering Autism are doing a live show right now. No way. Fathering Autism. Awesome. So yeah, I would say that I love your voice. Thanks, John. I love your Instagram, Dad. Thank you. My Instagram was getting there. I had a big issue on my Instagram. Oh, hold on. Fathering Autism live. Okay, so yeah, I just love Instagram. My Instagram was like, I had a big issue with Instagram, caused a huge meltdown about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then you guys seen I did a video on it. Caused a huge meltdown, craziness happened, and then like I lost loads of posts on Instagram, and then I deleted loads of my posts and pictures and stuff. Then I had to like complain to them, and then they didn't fix it, and then all you guys flooded in and helped me out and were like super awesome. It was so nice, actually. Fathering Autism are awesome. Fathering Autism are really good friends of mine. Me and Asa are buddies. We're gonna be hanging out this year at VidCon in LA. It's gonna be dope. And there's also a guy called Kevin Chapman who I'm really good friends with, who is also a video creator from the UK, who is a good friend of mine as well. And yeah, I've been vlogging, guys. This is my vlog camera, and I've been vlogging quite often. I'm vlogging every single day to release a video every single day for World Autism Awareness Day, which is going to be super, super awesome. Was your voice next week? I don't understand what that means. Um, I'm losing the chat. It's moving too quick. I'm gonna find a new GP. Yeah, definitely find a new GP. The driving license thing is interesting. It's very interesting actually, and they are many of you doing good in ART? I'm not sure what that means. So the driving thing was very interesting. Like I said in my video yesterday, the government released they changed it so that's saying that anybody with an autism spectrum disorder has to contact them and to update their details, and they could be fined £1,000 if they didn't. But then everyone said, well, it's never affected my driving. Why should I do it? And then everyone put pressure on it. The National Autistic Society, a load of creators, loads of people put pressure on it, MPs and stuff like that. And then they said, oh yeah. Sorry about that. We've taken it back now, and you don't have to report it unless it actually interferes with your driving. ADHD and ADD are the same thing in the DSM. That's very interesting because a lot of people define a difference between ADHD and ADD, and I would say that ADHD and ADD are just one and the same thing. That's what I would say from my personal experience. Some people with ADHD have the hyperactivity internalized rather than externalized. Yeah, that's very true, actually. Jack T, I know you have said in your videos before, but I can't remember. Do you currently drive? I do drive, and I prefer driving automatic cars. Even though I actually passed my test in a manual, or a stick shift car. But I actually do drive an automatic car. But my car broke, and I had to sell it before Christmas, so I'm using Nomi's car at the moment. She drives stick, and I don't really like it, so I'm just looking around for a car. I haven't got a car yet, and cars are expensive, so maybe. Okay. Oh, right. What do you think about Brexit? You know what, Brexit, the Britain leaving the European Union. I'm not a massive fan of it. I didn't vote for it, so yeah, I'm not. I'm not a fan of it. Everybody donate and buy Dan a new car. Don't worry about it. No. Save your money. Save your money for something important. I'm sure I'll find a car somewhere. Everyone donate. Oh no, that's wrong one. So not a sticker for stick. Gearbox says, yeah, I just don't like stick shift cars. How did you make a living before YouTube? Ben asked. Ben, I've done a few things. I've worked in different offices all over where I live, making multimedia packages and doing kind of like the whole office thing, just data admin and processing numbers and stuff like that. And I love numbers. And I did that for a while, but then it got too much. My doctor said that I couldn't, work so many hours, and then trying to find an employer to employ you part time and stuff is just stupid, and nobody likes to do it. So, what car would I like? I don't know, really anything gets me from A to B. I have favorite cars, but I'm not really bothered buying cars. I'd love a pickup truck, like my dream car is like a Ford Ranger. Obviously, a dream car would be like a Tesla because it's electronic and it's going to save you like way more in the future and the tech around it. So I love it. But a family car, yeah. So I guess something with like 5 doors and like maybe like I don't know, AC and 4-wheel drive. So when it snows, you're able to drive it, and when it's hot in the summer, you can put AC on. I think that's what I'm kind of looking for. So yeah, all ideas are welcome, guys. If you have any cars that you could recommend. Anyway, what was I saying, guys? I was saying something quite interesting. Yeah, I prefer driving. Oh, what I did for a living. So when I decided that, well, when I realized I couldn't work in office environments because like my doctor was like, it's not good for your mental health and stuff, and nobody's going to hire you from at home. I decided that I would create my own jobs from home, and I used to work for toy companies. How do I know you reply if I don't hear it on the live stream? I go back and answer the question. You ask the question in a comment rather than the live chat. So yeah, basically, oh yeah, Ford Ranger is amazing. Basically, I created jobs for myself. I used to work for toy companies in America. I used to work for a company called My Geek Box. I don't know if anyone's ever come across this, but I was there in like the first week that they launched. I started working for them, started working their social media, started working their management systems, implemented what toys to put into the boxes. I actually produced a magazine for the company. That was kind of cool. I was an editor for a magazine, and that was kind of cool. So I did all that, and then I also did a What else did I do? I also ran. Oh no, I actually the toy company. That was it. So, what helps you focus? ADHD question. What helps me focus? Focus. The one thing that helps me focus is music. Usually, music helps me focus a lot, and obsessive interest helps me focus. Are there many? Are there many more that can't work? I have tried many places. Look, working was so difficult. How did you get into that with a chemistry degree? I did something called an Access to Science course that was run from the local technical college to do my degree in chemistry because I didn't actually have any good qualifications from school because I was in like special ed class and then it was just terrible. So I did that and then I like got quite good in it. You know, I aced it, and then which is crazy because like I never aced anything in my life other than like a full pizza. And then I did my degree in chemistry, and yeah, I got my degree. So I'm Daniel M. Jones, BSc. I just got a wheelchair, but I'm scared to use it in public. I don't know why. Don't be scared, man. Have some confidence. You'll be awesome. I love to dance. It helps. Dancing is cool. Naomi was a dancer for ages. Dan, when you come back to the USA, you're traveling multiple locations. How do you get involved in the conferences? I really want to get involved myself, incorporate factual info into my stand-up. I don't know. I'm not doing any conferences in the US other than VidCon. Um, Sorry guys, just got a bizarre message on Facebook then. Yeah. What is your autism like? Guys, I have so many questions. Any book recommendations for someone recently diagnosed with Asperger's? Book recommendations. Look Into My Eyes is pretty cool. The Reason I Jump. Wait, you work for a toy store or something? Yes, I work for a toy store. I work for a company called Box of Zombies, which is like little tiny. I actually have a bunch of them here. Well, obviously I have a bunch of them because like I worked for the company for years. I don't know where they are now, but where are they? Actually, this really bugs me. Where are they? Anyway, my Box of Zombies. Yeah, it's cool. Naomi got me a present when I was for Christmas one year, which was like a box of zombies, little tiny zombies that are like army soldiers, but they were zombies. And then I messaged the company. I loved it so much that I ended up working for them, and I run a lot of their stuff, and I got them like deals with like Loot Crate, and we worked with what was it, Nerd Block and My Geek Box, and then I started working with My Geek Box. Do you like to fly on planes or dislike it? I used to dislike it, but now I find it kind of cool. Plane travel is cool. It's like being on a bus, but in the air. How do you not get incredibly overwhelmed with all the messages? I just kind of have to focus on one message. It does get a bit tedious. Does anyone else go into FOG where you can't think clearly? Yeah, loads all the time. Hi Dan. Hi Lily Rose. How's it going? Did you see the Amber Rudd speech today? Daniel, I didn't. Can you please fill me in? I look forward to the High Functioning Autism video. Thank you. Keep up the good work. I will. Thank you. My son would love a box of zombies. Going to look it up. I don't know if they exist anymore, Joanne. But if you can't find them, the company, I don't know if you can buy them anymore. A box of zombies. If you can't find them, let me know. I'm really good friends with the guy who knows and created them. Because this is why we died out. So Box of Zombies was a thing, but then what happened was The Walking Dead released like almost an identical thing, so you can find the Walking Dead ones quite easily. It's heartbreaking actually because, it's crazy. We created Box of Zombies and it was awesome and it was amazing, but then all of a sudden The Walking Dead came out and then just annoying, like seriously annoying. I can't believe it. But yeah, there's various different boxes of zombies now. They took the idea, and it was ages ago. But yeah, Dan. Oh look, Joanne, if you email me TheAspieWorld@gmail.com, and I can put you in touch with the guy who owned the company because we probably have a load in the warehouse in Chicago still. Patreon, thank you. I have to leave, but I must say before this video, I love these videos on Tuesdays. Thank you, man. It's awesome. I love hanging out because like Tuesdays is. I know we have a hey Mel, how's it going? I know we have like a general topic that we talk about like ADHD and autism or whatever. But I like having this time online live with you guys chatting away because it's cool. Like I don't know, I just love it. Okay, let me just check, make sure that I need to add anybody more on Instagram. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Just following you guys now, and I'll just let me check Twitter. Okay, cool. So it's Pancake Day here in the UK. So what I'm going to do in a bit when we clock off in here is I'm going to go out, buy the stuff I need to get to make pancakes, and then Nomi and I are going to fail at making pancakes. Yeah, because I can't follow instructions, and it's going to be so funny. Also have Aspergers and ADHD. Hey, blurred vision, not bored. What is maladaptive daydreaming? I'm not entirely sure. I've just had a meltdown. What do people do for recovery? I just chill out. I get my favorite food, I put my favorite show on, and I just sit down and do nothing. So Dan, if you were able to contact the company and ended up working for them, what are the chances I could message you and start working for you? Ashley, that's a good question. I am looking to expand my team, so yeah, reach out and we'll see what happens. I'm an Aspie and I strongly support our President Trump. That's going to be a very niche view, but do you know what? I salute you. If you want to believe in what you want to believe in and you confident about it, do it, man. You know, each their own. It takes all types of people to make the world go round. I love Bernie Sanders. I don't think Trump is a good president, but that's just me. I'm not even American, so you know. It's each their own, and I love that. I love the fact that we all have to be individual. What would you say the main difference between autism and schizophrenia would be? Well, schizophrenia is a mental health problem due to, and it's like a chemical imbalance, whereas the autism is a neurological developmental condition that you can't treat with chemicals, if that makes sense. One's neurological and the other is a chemical imbalance. Hi Dan, keep up the great work. You're positive and give Aspire and Parent Care really great advice. More postcasts. Yes, on the way. Yeah, on the way. Bum, I'm just catching the end. No, yeah, we've got a good few minutes. We've got about 10 minutes left, so don't worry. Just trying to get the Bernie supporter. Yeah, I know. Volunteer for Bernie. Ace, awesome. I actually donated money to Bernie. The reason I can't buy a car is I donated money to Bernie Sanders in the United States. No, I feel strongly about Americans wanting to have healthcare. I feel like everybody deserves healthcare, and Trump said he was going to give everyone healthcare, and he actually made it worse. He actually made like 9 million people worse off from healthcare. So I think you need a president that's actually going to deliver on what he says and give you guys healthcare. It's so important. Trump doesn't like autistic people. Nope. I gotta go. What's up? Hi, me. Ashley, reach out to me. Send me an email. Okay. Where are we? Hey everyone, popping on here late, but you want to say hi. Hey Heather, how's it going? More podcasts. Dan, predict with text. Yeah. Thanks, Mel. Yeah, podcasts. There's a lot of podcasts coming. We're actually going to be what I call flood content. So there's going to be a lot of podcasts released in the next couple of weeks, and there's also going to be a lot of content on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Have you ever experimented with psychedelics? No, never. Late but present. Waves. Hi, Trump's son Baron has autism. Is this true? I've thought about this. Do you watch TV? I don't watch television. I actually just watch Netflix. I don't actually have like an aerial or like a satellite dish. I got nothing like that. All I've got is a television set with an internet connection, and that's all I've got. So I've got like apps on my Apple TV, which is like YouTube, Netflix, and Amazon Prime. That's all I watch. But I never really have the television on, like just on. Why do people make fun of autism? I have no idea, because they're horrible. My understanding of that daydreaming thing is when you tend to stay in the daydream and it's very real for long episodes of time. It's bizarre. I'm a female trying to get diagnosed with autism, but the psychologist said he couldn't diagnose me with it, even though I was thought to have it as a kid. Any suggestions on getting him to reconsider? Try a different psychologist. Go directly to an autism specialist. Hi Dan, because they'll be able to determine if you have an autism spectrum condition or not. Hi Dan, hope you're doing well. I've recently found your channel, and a few friends have pointed out to me watching your videos has helped me a lot of things I couldn't explain make sense. Jaden, that's awesome to have you here. Thank you so much, and I'm so blessed to have you here. That's amazing. How old were you when you were diagnosed? I was 26 years old when I was diagnosed with autism, but that doesn't mean that I haven't been, diagnosed with other things before then. All my life when I was a little boy, I've been going to therapy and seeing psychs and all this stuff. So, yeah. Hello, I'm new to learning about Asperger's. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. I have 3 boys who I believe my oldest might have Asperger's. Huh, interesting. Well, I did a video. I've done a bunch of videos on symptoms, characteristics, traits, signs, and stuff like that on my channel. I'm going to be doing some more updated ones because the ones I've done are kind of like a year old. So I'm going to be doing more like updated traits and stuff like that videos, just to keep them fresh in people's minds, just to make sure in case you're looking for information like that on this channel, I want to be able to make sure that I can give people information that is valuable on this channel. There's always a point to being diagnosed, no matter what age. Absolutely. Okay. Autism is caused by high levels of testosterone, and that's one reason why there is less in women diagnosis. Any thoughts on this? That's bizarre. I'd love to know the scientific background reasoning for this. Okay. I don't really know of any proof that schizophrenia is a chemical imbalance. ICANN has more to do with brain damage than imbalance, but the two are very often misdiagnosed with each other. I suppose so, yeah, because of the don't like the idea of such small children for a 5-year-old. How do you feel about meds for ADHD treatment? Like, I don't feel like meds for ADHD is the best way. I would definitely say that diet, controlling your diet, dropping out sugar, dropping out processed foods, dropping out junk food, dropping out caffeine would definitely help. Dropping soda pop and stuff like that. That's how I did it anyway. I completely gave up soda pop 10 years ago, and the best thing I ever did. Diagnosed with autism in females, especially adult women, is difficult. Is actually relatively new to the area of study, so I found that someone different who has done research. Definitely, you need to find research on it. I think this whole like autism in females thing is such a new area that we're moving into crazy like new territory, and I think more research needs to be done on that. Guys, just before we end this stream, again, if you want me to follow you on Instagram and Twitter, make sure you go and follow me on Instagram right now, because I'm on right now on Instagram. Go give me a follow at TheAspieWorld, and also on Twitter, and I'll follow you right back because that's how we roll here on the Aspie World. So yeah, just go check it out. The Aspie World on Twitter is just at the Aspie World. So there you guys have it there. So go on there right now, and I will do it right live or on this. And anybody watching on the replay, do it as well, because I always like add people. Like I just love it. I love like creating community and having new friends and stuff like that. It's awesome. Okay, so guys, where are we? I was 11 years old when I was diagnosed with autism. Skylight, I was diagnosed. Do you like concerts? Because it can get loud. Do you know what? I love going to music concerts because one of my special interests is music. I play a lot of different instruments, and I'm in a couple of different bands, and I love that. So yeah, I do like going to live concerts. But I always do in the sitting down. I never stand up because it gets really loud, and I like to just kind of sit into my seat and kind of feel a bit more secure against the back of the seat. So when I do that, it makes me feel way more like safe than it would do if I was like not against the seat, basically. So yeah, I've had interesting experiences with concerts, to be totally honest with you. Dan, can I tag you on Instagram? Of course you can. I'd follow you, but social media is a horrible thing, and I use it as little as possible. Social media is an amazing thing. Maybe your relationship with social media has been bad in the past, but social media is revolutionizing how we interact with the world around us, how we market things, how we grow brands, how we make friends. It's just an amazing thing. I'll be riding shotgun. Where are we now? I was thought to have Asperger's throughout kindergarten and elementary school, but I was all just below borderline, so I couldn't get diagnosed. And individually, that's annoying. See, this is why they brought in the DSM, which is the ASD rather than Asperger's Syndrome, low functioning, high functioning, class 1, class 8, whatever. They brought in just Autism Spectrum Disorder. I've watched many of your videos, and I wonder, have you ever been formally diagnosed with ADHD and ASD? Have I ever been? Yes, of course. I have a formal diagnosis of Aspergers Syndrome, ADHD, OCD, dyslexia, and sensory processing disorder. If someone walks into me, I will shoulder crack them. That's an interesting thing to say. I've read research that suggests autism is developed in the brain of the fetus, the second semester. The amygdala and the hippocampus are different textures and sizes. That's fascinating. I love concert going. I take my sunglasses. Yeah, that's another hack. Sunglasses and headphones. You know the score. Um, yeah, I'm just checking Instagram and Twitter. Make sure I'm following you guys who are following me. That's awesome. Where are we? Okay, so I didn't get diagnosed correctly till last year. I'm 54. God, that sucks. Um, you're right there. Girls are better at masking their traits. I hear they are. I feel like girls mask traits like not better, but more often than males, because I don't know why, but like males just kind of like just fall apart, and then the females will kind of be more like I don't know, like stubborn in their head. I think that and they kind of mask. I don't know what it is, like a subconscious thing to being like the mother kind of thing. I don't know. I love hip hop music, and I love how metal and hard rock music 1990s music is amazing. Okay guys, so I'm gonna like pull this down now, and so basically this has been the live chat. I love having these Tuesday live chats with you guys every single Tuesday right here on the Aspie World YouTube and on the Facebook. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you want to do me a massive favor, guys, make sure you hit this like button on the video. Also leave me a comment on Facebook and on YouTube. And if you want me to read out your comments in my next videos, make sure to follow me on Instagram. That's a huge must. Okay, guys, take it easy. I'll see you in the next live feed, which will be next Tuesday. But if you want to catch me daily live feeding, I'm on Instagram and Twitter, live streaming daily. So I will see you guys in the next